let's try to finish up this part of the podcast and my long-windedness. Apologies again. Um, by looking at resolution. So after you intervene in a text, you intervene in a debate with your with your problematization, your textualization, your theorization, your categorization. You do analysis. You point things out. You're trying to have dialogue with people, dialogue with ideas. At the end, you want to try to resolve things, right? So, again, simple summary is not good enough. You do need to summarize your argument or be able to summarize your argument because you want to keep in mind that when you're doing critical thinking and you're thinking in complex ways, that it's people can get lost. We get lost in our own ideas. So being able to summarize is good, but summarization is not enough. You need to resolve things, right? So summarization leads to a good critical title, right? That's how you come up with a good critical title. After you go through a critical thinking process, that's what allows you to create the critical title that you should have on all your discussion boards, right? Everything that you write. But again, it's you just can't end with the critical title and the summation. You want to resolve your conclusion by always indicating the next step. And so, what's going to be the next step after these things that you've been doing, you've been analyzing? So, by resolving things, it gets you to think about, okay, I've come up with a critical model. I've come up with an analytic model, and how can this be applied in different ways, or to different texts, or to different ideas, or to different problematics? So you always want to be thinking that way. Don't get just stuck with the idea that, oh, I just read this text and I just I'm dealing with this problem, and so I analyze it, and that can only be my analytic model can only be used for that text and that problem. No, you always want to universalize and generalize your analytic and think of how it can be applied to something else. So you want to technologize your analytic model always, okay? And that really continues the critical thinking sort of circle to order to be able to do that. Okay, so these are just some basic comments that go to critical thinking, but this is how I'm looking at your writing in your speaking or your digital speaking in this class through your discussion boards. These are the things I'm going to try to help you with, and these are the things that will lead to good seminar discussion if more and more people are doing these general things.